My name is Shabnam Parand, and I am CCNY's valedictorian for the class of 2026.
My name is Said Yobel Vasquez Rodriguez, and I am the salutatorian of 2026.
Roxanna, Cardenas, Colmenares. My major is English with a creative writing concentration.
Andrew Serrano, Bachelor of Arts graduate with a major in interdisciplinary liberal arts and sciences.
Jocelyn Perez, political science, and my minor is legal studies with business administration.
Christian Rasmussen, computer science major.
Ava Constantino, educational leadership.
Arjun, biochemistry major.
Debra Laguerre, majoring in biology.
Michael France, Master of Architecture.
Fatima, Bachelor's in Communications and a concentration in Advertising and Public Relations and a minor in Journalism.
James Kim, Social Justice and Urban Life.
Alyssa Gruffy, Biomedical Science.
Destiny Britt, a psych major.
Catherine Huang Giosa, political science major.
It's Abdullah Abubakar, a Ph.D. student in the mechanical engineering department.
Aliyah Martinez, childhood education.
And I'm a great grad of the 2026 City College.
I think I chose CCNY because when I visited the campus, I was struck by the diversity amongst the student body as well as the professors. I think I really thrive in environments where I can learn from my peers and learn from people who have different backgrounds from me. So
it was one of the very few colleges in New York that actually was accessible to full-time workers.
I heard that it was a very supportive environment, and I heard great things about the school in general.
I've learned a lot from the professors here, but I've learned even more from the students.
Coming from a foreign country, Bangladesh, exploring the whole New York City and the whole of the City College has been an amazing journey for me.
We come from everywhere, but we belong here.
College was not what I expected because I had expected to go down a certain route, but I shifted gears and ended up flourishing regardless.
What was different from what I expected was the time that I would have to pursue interests specific to what I wanted to learn.
The expectations versus the reality definitely changed my mind because I always felt like campus was a place that I just had to fit in. I can be on campus and start something and initiate something new that can be there after I graduate as well.
I lived in the dorms, and when I did, I got to socialize a lot more than the average person who was commuting to school.
What surprised me was the family that I built here. I developed a lot of connections with many of my friends.
When I was on that tour, I was able to see that there were people of all ages, of all demographic and all backgrounds, and I just felt a warmth.
Biggest fear was getting back into the rhythm of school and having the time and the focus to study again.
My biggest fear coming to college was not finishing at all. I stayed another year because I was like, well, let me give it an actual chance and come to campus.
I just left foster care, so I didn't have like a stable housing environment, and so I was just scared about my academic performance.
My biggest fear was, as a full-time worker, finding a program that actually I found interest in.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
The box that I was put in told me that it was too late to start over, and after I started breaking it, is that I saw that there was no such a thing as a step back.
Since freshman year, I developed a sense of independence. There was a lot of classes I took and a lot of things I had to do. And so in order to manage my time, I needed to focus and get help from people around me.
I was so naive and so unknown to this place, and now this place feels like home. I'm actually sad because I won't be able to come.
Since freshman year, I am more poised. Freshman year, I was this girl who was looking to take every opportunity. Now as a senior, I am quite sure on what track I want to take.
When I started off, I was less disciplined, less organized. I was less passionate about engineering. Through my studies, my research, I'm now filled with a drive.
I sort of joined City College pretty timid. My advisor put me in a lot of positions where I was forced to talk about my research at conferences and symposiums, and that's really helped me become a better speaker.
The person who makes CCNY feel like home is my professor, Dr. Terry Watson. She's really helped empower me to see myself as a leader.
Find a good mentor who you can trust on, who you can talk to every day, who you can navigate to in any problems.
As a largely commuter school, you do have to make an active effort to seek people out. If you seek it out, it's there. There are plenty of opportunities.
It takes a village to raise a child. City College really does embody that. From the faculty to the staff to all my wonderful professors, they've definitely made CCNY feel like home.
I've had some of the funniest conversations here with my friends, and sometimes I just stop and think about how perfect this moment is with the sun shining down on us and this beautiful campus.
I care really deeply about the future of New York City, passionate about making sure that our infrastructure in New York City is going to be safe, equitable, and resilient for future generations to come.
I went beyond my classes and went and do different types of research like in cancer, in neuroscience, and other different fields.
I spent the summer at Stanford, and there I conducted valuable research with a professor at Stanford.
Being able to do a lot of work and even get published, I'd say that would definitely be the high point of my college career.
Internships, and the one that it was the most precious to me was Penguin Random House last summer, an internship with the #1 trade publisher in the world.
I'm a member and the current chapter president of the Epsilon Tau chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Being able to put into practice everything I've learned in my education courses by being in student teaching.
My proudest moment at CCNY was creating the yearbook. I got to take a lot of photos with all my friends and put together a book where we could share memories.
After I graduated City College last summer, I immediately joined the Ph.D. program here at the Grove School of Engineering.
My favorite memory is when I went to Purdue University along with my Ph.D. advisor and my colleague from the lab. We presented to a team of experts in the nuclear field.
I was able to start 2 clubs here on campus. One's for Mexican culture and the other one's for a dance group.
I think every freshman student should go ahead and put their neck out there, even when they're feeling timid. But if you're excited, let that excitement sort of flow through you.
Try to take as many classes as possible in your freshman year within your capability so that you don't have to rush in your final year. Try to find professors, connect with professors. The professors are like the people just like us.
I would say to just relax and stop being such a perfectionist. Life is going to be filled with mistakes, and that's okay. Just learn from them. And also get off your phone, look outside more, spend more time outside, cherish those moments with your friends, and just be more present.
My grandfather always told me that education was one thing that nobody can take away from you. I've always taken that to heart.
Whenever in doubt, just ask for opportunities. Keep going even through adversity and adapting to every new situation. Be proactive. It'll help you get very far.
You're not alone. You have people that understand what you're going through.
Thinking outside the box is not enough anymore. I think that we must instead break the boxes that we've been put into.
What's next for me is I hope to use my leadership degree in the Department of Education in New York City public schools and hopefully eventually become an assistant principal.
Hopefully a match to a pediatric neurology residency, and I become a doctor.
You know, I have a job offer from the NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. With the NRC, I'm hoping to contribute to that mission of making nuclear energy widely available and, most important, safe.
I want, God willing, to hopefully become a medical physician.
I hope to be graduated with at least a master's in urban planning and then continue working in public service, either in the government side or in a nonprofit.
Success for me would be getting into med school.
I hope to be an elementary school teacher.
Hopefully I have my master's by then and I'm working a job in communications, journalism, or advertising and public relations.
Para mami, para papi, quiero decir que lo logré, ya soy licenciada, al fin. Los amo.
Fun time. It was great. I'll remember it always.
We are the Great Grads of 2026 and we are educated.
We are the Great Grads of 2026 and we are resilient.
We are the Great Grads of 2026, and we will dictate the future.
We are the Great Grads of 2026 and we are ambitious.
We are the Great Grads of 2026 and we embody New York City.
We are the Great Grads of 2026, and we are powerful.
We are the Great Grads of 2026, and we are thrilled to revolutionize the world.
We are the Great Grads of 2026 and we are going to shape the future of New York.
We are the Great Grads of 2026, and we will make the world a better place.
We are the Great Grads of 2026 and we are unstoppable.
Congratulations, class of 2026.